pleasant good evening, everyone, and welcome to D.L. Harrison Field here in Calhoun City, Mississippi. Tonight's opener for the Calhoun City Wildcats will be featuring the Wildcats hosting cross-county rival, the Rams of Vardaman. I'm Mitchell Johnson along with William Morgan, and we will be bringing you the play-by-play on this evening's action. Sponsors sponsoring tonight's season opener for both schools are Calhoun City Telephone Company, Weeks Big Star in Bruce, Weeks Supermarket in Vardaman, Piggly Wiggly, Hawkins Motor Company, and Calhoun Apparel. Tonight's contest will be featuring an inter-county rivalry, which has traditionally given us a little of everything down through the years. We've had some real thrillers, a few blowouts, and some real nail-biters that went right down to the wire, as was the case in last year's game at Carter Field in Vardaman. You really never know what to expect when these two get together, and tonight is certainly no exception. These homestanding Wildcats bring into tonight's game 5 returning starters from a team that finished last year with a record of 5-6. Head coach Rudy Pope lost 8 players to graduation. In a preseason poll, the Daily Journal has Calhoun City picked 3rd in their division. Turning our attention now to the visiting Vardaman Rams. The same poll from the Daily Journal has Vardaman picked 1st in their division. Head coach Mark Bray will have 10-plus starters returning from last year's squad, which posted a 9-2 record with a season-ending spot in the Sweet Potato Bowl. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. We'll be right back momentarily with the playing of the national anthem, the initial coin toss, and your kickoff. Stick around. You're watching a sports presentation, W07BN, your local sports connection. Hello, everyone, once again, and welcome back to D.L. Harrison Field here at Calhoun City. We're just moments away from the initial coin toss and kickoff of tonight's contest, as the Wildcats in their season opener will be hosting the cross-county rivals, the Vardaman Rams. We now have the starting lineup offensively for the Calhoun City Wildcats as well as the Rams. First, for the Wildcats of Calhoun City, number 1, Mikey Knight, quarterback, 160, he's a junior. Number 2, Marcus Howard, tailback, 160, he's a senior. Number 3, Shane Cook, tight end, 160, he's a junior. Number 12, Jonathan Lee, flanker, 150, senior. Number 18, Fred Hollins, running back, 150, he's a sophomore. Number 44, Bobby Kilgore, tight end, coming in at 180 pounds, and he's a senior. Number 52, Chip Moore, he is a center, 175 pounds, and he is a junior. Number 66, Sean Cannon, guard, 200 pounds, junior. 68, Mikey Cannon, he is a guard, 175 pounds, junior. Number 74, Philip Morgan, tackle, 250 pounds, he's a senior. Number 76, Jarvis Graham, the tackle, 240 pounds, and he's a senior as well. Coaches, of course, for the Wildcats of Calhoun City are Rudy Pope, head coach, and Mike Ray, assistant. Cheerleaders this year for the Wildcats are Emily Bowen, Dana Kelly, Amy Lunsford, Tanya Gaskin, Linda Inman, Amanda Leonard, Christy Cannon, and Tanya Pointer. Now turning to the visiting Rams of Vardaman. With their starting lineup offensively, number 5, Randy Armstrong, running back, 195, senior. Number 9, Luke Massey, quarterback, 175, junior. Number 11, Lee Hoskin, wide receiver, 145, senior. 22, Thomas Brooks, wide out, 150, he's a senior. 42, Chris Nolden, running back, 210 pounds, sophomore. 54, Jason Gore, center, 210 pounds, he's a sophomore. Number 60, P.K. Edmondson, center, 150 pounds, and he's a junior. Number 61, Chris Duncan's a tackle, 225 pounds, junior. Number 71, Chris Hames, guard, 175 pounds, senior. 72, James McDonald's a tackle, 250 pounds, and he's a junior. And rounding out the starting lineup offensively for the visiting Rams of Vardaman, number 87, Jock Easley. He's a tight end coming in at 220 pounds, and he's a sophomore. Coaches for the Rams of Vardaman, of course, are Mark Bray and Clay Dowtry. Cheerleaders this year for Vardaman are Camille Harden, Kim Russell, Keisha Long, Chastity Lester, Cherry Hallam, Charlene McDonald, Nicole McGregor, Emily Bailey, Michelle Holder, and Tara Lucius. We're going to take a station break. Stick around. We have our sponsors with us sponsoring tonight's contest. They are Hawkins Motor Company, Calhoun City Telephone Company, Weeks Big Star in Bruce, Weeks Supermarket in Vardaman, Calhoun Apparel, and Piggly Wiggly. We'll be right back. Stay with us. You're watching a sports presentation, W07BN, your local sports connection. Just moments away from the opening kickoff this evening. Once again, this is Mitchell Johnson along with William Morgan. We are coming to you from D.L. Harrison Field here in Calhoun City, where the Wildcats will be hosting the Rams of Vardaman. Captains this evening for the Wildcats are number 76, Jarvis Graham, number 12, Jonathan Lee, as well as number 44, Bobby Kilgore. Have the Calhoun City banner to our left with the Wildcat squad lining up behind the banner. They're waiting for the opportunity to come out onto the field and break through that banner. They'll be coming in from our left. The Rams of Vardaman will be coming in from our right. In games involving other schools in the county tonight, Friday, September the 6th, the Calhoun Academy Cougars are trying to rebound from last Friday's loss as they are hosting Macon Central. The Bruce Trojans are opening up their season tonight by hosting Water Valley in a non-divisional contest. We'll be right back. Stay with us. We now have the captains of each team meeting at midfield. As we've already gone over the captains with the captain duties this evening for the Wildcats. We're about to have the initial coin toss. Rams are making their way onto the field, going to our right. They'll be coming in from that end zone. Calhoun City backed up behind their banner to our left. Captains this evening for the Rams are 55, Steve Townsend. And we'll get the remainder of the other two captains for you when we have the opportunity to check out their jersey. Have a capacity crowd on hand here on the homestand side supporting the Wildcats, and across the way there's a nice crowd on hand too from Vardaman. Season opener for both schools. As I mentioned earlier, Vardaman ended the year last year with a 9-2 mark and a bid in the Sweet Potato Bowl. Calhoun City ended the season last year with a record of 5-6, looking to rebound this year from a mediocre season last year. Next Friday night, which will be September the 13th, these Calhoun City Wildcats will travel to Houston to take on the Hilltoppers. And the Vardaman Rams will take on Thrasher at Carter Field in Vardaman. Wait.
South goal. Wildcats will be defending the north.
71 with the captain duties this evening for the Rams as well, Chris Hames, as well as number 50, that's Daniel Williams, and 55, as I mentioned earlier, Steve Townsend. We have the arrival of the Wildcats onto the field from our left, being led by the cheerleader squad. Vardaman's coming on, going across the way, the sideline across the way, as we hear a chorus struck up in the background by the Calhoun City High School Marching Band. Excitement's in the air. Season opener for both clubs. Inter-county rivalry at stake. As you well know, last year, Vardaman won at Carter Field against Calhoun City by the narrowest of margins. I believe it's by 1, 2, or maybe even 3 points. In any event, it was a whale of a ball game. When these two meet, anything can happen, as you well know, so sit back, relax, and enjoy. Well, now we'll have our invocation as well as the playing of our national anthem. Stay with us.
Our Heavenly Father, we thank you for tonight and for the opportunity to come together for this game. As participants, both on the field and in the stands, we ask, Father, that you would be with each of us. Ask your protective care over these young men as they engage in the game. We ask, Father, that each of us learn from experiences that we might be better persons. We thank you for our county and for this inter-county rivalry that we share. We're grateful for our administration, each of our schools, for our county. Father, we pray that you might guide in all of our lives, to the end that we might become the persons that you want us to be. This we pray in Christ's name. Amen.
Round of applause going up at the conclusion of the playing of our national anthem by the Calhoun City High School Marching Band. The Wildcats won the toss. They have elected to defer their decision until the second half. So I would expect that the Vardaman Rams will be receiving the opening game kickoff to begin tonight's Battle Royal. Wildcats are hosting the Rams of Vardaman. Teeing the ball up for the Wildcats, number 34. That's C.J. Pulliam. Number 1 back to receive for the Rams, Jason Culpepper, as well as number 22, Thomas Brooks, and number 10, Anthony Vance. Pulliam approaches the ball, and the game is underway. The ball rolls into the end zone. It'll be an automatic touchback there. Number 10, Anthony Vance, had thoughts of trying to field the kick and return it, decided not to do so, backed away from it. So we'll start tonight's action with the Rams in possession, 1st and 10, operating from their own 20-yard line. Once again now, starting lineup for the Rams, Randy Armstrong, Luke Massey, Lee Hoskin, Thomas Brooks, Chris Nolden, Jason Gore, P.K. Edmondson, Chris Duncan, Chris Hames, James McDonald, and Jock Easley. 1st and 10 Rams operating from their own 20.
Number 42.
Number 9, Luke Massey sets his offense here, puts 2 wideouts to the near side, split backfield formation in the backfield. 42 with a carry off the left guard, works his way up to about the 24-yard line, gain of about 4. They go 2nd down situation here and about 6 yards to go for the first. Jarvis Graham in there with a stop defensively for the Wildcats as number 5 leaves the game for the Rams. Randy Armstrong across the way. 2nd down 6 here for Vardaman from their own 24-yard line as Massey sets his offense, working down the eye in the backfield now, wide out across the way and on the near side. Handoff goes to the 2nd man through, and he fights his way up to around over the 25 to 26-yard line. 42, Chris Nolden with that carry for Vardaman, I believe. Bring up a 3rd down situation here. And it looks to be about 2.5 to 3 yards to go for the first. Ball is resting in Ram territory on about the 26, 27-yard line. Number 1, Jason Culpepper checks into the game offensively for the Rams as he replaces number 11, Lee Hoskin. 3rd and 3 here for Vardaman. We are in the first quarter of play. Clock shows 10:50 remaining, and the clock is running. Vardaman now working with the same offensive set. Fumble on the play. Ball is loose on the field. Let's see who has recovered. No indication from the official as of yet. I have to umpile them here and see who comes up with a football. Wildcat players indicating they may have possession here. They do. Calhoun City Wildcats have recovered the loose ball on around the 25 or 26-yard line in Vardaman territory. Big break here from Calhoun City. Bad break for the Rams in the opening drive of the evening. Calhoun City will take over 1st and 10 from Vardaman territory on about the 25-yard line. Clock shows 10:42 remaining. We're in the first quarter of play. We are scoreless. Lineup for Calhoun City looks like this: Mikey Knight, Marcus Howard, Shane Cook, Jonathan Lee, Fred Holland, Bobby Kilgore, Chip Moore, Sean Cannon, Mickey Cannon, Philip Morgan, and Jarvis Graham. Timeout called by the Rams of Vardaman. As their first this evening. They'll have 2 available. Calhoun City has all 3 timeouts available as they have yet to use a timeout. We're in the first quarter of play. Clock shows 10:30 remaining. Calhoun City 0, Vardaman 0. Once again, we are coming to you from D.L. Harrison Field here in Calhoun City. Going over a list of tonight's sponsoring tonight's contest. Number 1, Hawkins Motor Company. Second sponsor, Calhoun City Telephone Company. Weeks Big Star in Bruce. Weeks Supermarket in Vardaman. Calhoun Apparel. And Piggly Wiggly. They are sponsoring the Wildcats as well as the Rams this evening. We're going to take a short timeout. Stay with us. You're watching a sports presentation, W07BN, your local sports connection. Wiley is happy this evening. Back to action here, 1st and 10. Calhoun City operating from the Ram 25-yard line. Mikey Knight puts his offense in motion, split backfield. Handoff goes to the first man through, and he took a real shot there from number 61, the Rams. That was Chris Duncan. He did manage to get maybe a yard on the carry, however, after being hit in the backfield by Duncan. Second down situation here, and about 9.5 now to go for the first. 18 checks into the game for the Wildcats, Fred Holland. He replaces number 3, Shane Cook. Holland brings in the play from a near sideline. He coaches for the Wildcats are Rudy Pope and Mike Ray, assistant. Second, about 9.5 to go here for Calhoun City. Knight sets his offense. Stay with the ball, turns it up. Gets up maybe 2 or 3 yards on that carry. One Mikey Knight with the carry, quarterback 160. He's a junior. Ran the option on the left side, decided to keep it himself. Third down here, and about 6 yards to go for the first. Clock winds down to 9:37 remaining. We're in the first quarter of play. Jonathan Lee checks back into the game here for the Wildcats. So brings in the play from a near sideline. Aaron Lacer's quarterback number 1, Mikey Knight. Third and about 6 here for Calhoun City. Operating from Vardaman territory and about the 22 or 23-yard line. Knight rolls to his left on the option once again. Pitch back to 22, trying to turn the corner. He is knocked out of bounds.
11, Hoskins, and number 2, Tyrone Armstrong.
Tyrone Armstrong on the stop defensively, as well as number 11, Lee Hoskin. Nice play defensively by the Rams. Bring up the 4th down situation here and about a yard and a half to go for the first. That ball's going to be spotted around the 17-yard line in Vardaman territory. Number 3, Shane Cook checks into the game for Calhoun City. He brings in instructions from a near sideline. Clock winds down to 9:07 remaining in the first quarter here. Mikey Knight sets his offense, puts the wide out to the near side and across the way. Split backfield in the 2-man set in the backfield. Offsides here. I believe we have a offensive player move there along the line of scrimmage as far as Calhoun City is concerned. Penalty flags all over the field. Illegal procedure against the Wildcats. They bring with it a penalty of the 5-yard variety. It'll still be 4th down here, but with about 6 or 7 to go for the first now. 3, Shane Cook leaves the game offensively for the Wildcats as he is replaced by number 12, Jonathan Lee. Lee is a senior at 150 pounds, coming in with a flanker position. 4th and 6 here for Calhoun City.
4th and 6 for the Cats as they come to the line.
They have elected to go for it here, operating from Vardaman territory as number 1, Mikey Knight sets his offense, wide out across the way and on the near side. Split backfield formation, 2-man set in the backfield. Knight drops the throw. Pass is dropped. That pass was intended. 18, I believe, Fred Holland was the intended pass receiver. Ball falls to the field incomplete. Cats fail to convert in the 4th down situation. Vardaman takes over 1st and 10, operating from their own 22, 23-yard line. Clock shows 9:01 remaining. We're in the first quarter of play, and we are scoreless. Vardaman breaks huddle now, works her way up to the line of scrimmage. Number 9, Luke Massey, with his signal calling duties this evening for the Rams. Working down the eye in the backfield. Massey wants to throw on first down. Pass is complete. 87 with it down the near sideline. It fights his way down to about the 38, 39-yard line. That's number 87, Jock Easley. He is a sophomore, tight end at 220 pounds. Nice reception there by Easley. Plenty of room for the first down. It'll be 1st and 10 for Vardaman here. And they'll be operating from their own 39-yard line. Clock shows 8:50 remaining. And the clock is moving now. First and 10, Vardaman. Number 9, Luke Massey puts the wide out across the way. I formation in the backfield. Handoff goes to Randy Armstrong on the right side. Fumbles the ball once again. And Massey alertly falls on the fumble there. Luke Massey there to follow on the fumble, make the recovery. That's the second fumble so far here in the first quarter as far as Vardaman is concerned. There'll be a loss on that play. Bring up a second down situation here. And about second down about 17 here to go for the first. That ball's going to be spotted around the 32-yard line in Ram territory. Second 16 here for Vardaman. We're under 8 minutes now remaining in the first quarter, and once again we are scoreless. We're at D.L. Harrison Field where the Wildcats are hosting the Rams of Vardaman. Number 9, Luke Massey, working with the same set offense. A quick pass over the middle is intercepted, I believe. Official on the spot ruling it incomplete. Number 12 almost came down with an interception for Calhoun City. Jonathan Lee could not come up with the catch. So that's going to bring up a third down situation here. And once again, about 16 yards to go. Vardaman operating from their own territory. Got to the lucky break momentarily with the pass reception by Jock Easley a few moments ago, but fumbled the ball and lost about 6 yards on the fumble. Luke Massey falling on the fumble recovery. 3rd and 16 here for Vardaman. Massey puts a wide out across the way on the near side. Lone set back in the backfield. This is a gimmick play. Trick play goes nowhere. Wildcats snuff it out. He'll be lucky if he got back up to the line of scrimmage that time. Bring up a 4th down loss once again on that carry. 4th down here and about 18 to 20 to go for the first. Running situation for Vardaman. Working deep in their own territory around the 30-yard line. The Rams put their punting unit on the field. Wildcats anticipate the punt. Put number 22 deep to receive for the Wildcats. Massey with the punting duties for the Rams as well as the quarterbacking chores this evening. 22 fields at his own 45-yard line at the 50. Fights his way down to around the 46 or 47 in Ram territory. And that's where the Wildcats will put the ball in play 1st and 10 from the Vardaman 45. Clock shows 6:51 remaining. We're in the first quarter of play. Calhoun City 0, Vardaman 0. Taking a look now at the major universities in Magnolia State and where they'll be in action tomorrow, Saturday, September the 7th. The Ole Miss Rebels will face Memphis State in Memphis. The Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles will travel to Pittsburgh to take on the Pitt Panthers. And the Mississippi State Bulldogs will face Texas Longhorns in Starkville. Inside give goes for very little gain, if any. Maybe a pickup of 2 on the play. Second down and about 8 here. Number 3, Shane Cook checks into the game offensively for the Wildcats. He brings in the play from a near sideline, replaces number 18, Fred Holland. 2nd and 8 here for Calhoun City. He'll be operating from the 44, 43-yard line in Ram territory. Knight working with a split backfield formation in the backfield. Penalty marker down. Could be the delay of game call. Just have to wait and see. And that's exactly what it'll be. Delay of game call against the Wildcats. 5-yard infraction will be working against Calhoun City here. It'll still be second down, but with about 13 yards to go for a first here. Ball is marked back around the 48-yard line in Ram territory. Official timeout on the field, waiting for something on the clock there. get straightened out. The timeout on the field, 5:59 remaining in the first quarter. We are scoreless. Calhoun City Wildcats are hosting the Vardaman Rams. Once again, tonight's sponsors are Calhoun City Telephone Company, Weeks Big Star in Bruce, Weeks Supermarket in Vardaman, Piggly Wiggly, Hawkins Motor Company, as well as Calhoun Apparel, sponsoring the Wildcats as well as the Rams this evening. We'll be right back. Stay with us. Back to action here. Give goes to the first man through, and he is hammered in there for no gain at all. Maybe a loss on that play. Ram defense very stubborn this evening. Third down and about 13 or 14 here to go for the first. 18 checks into the game offensively. Fred Holland for Calhoun City. Clock winds down now to 5.5 minutes remaining in the first quarter of play. Calhoun City 0, Vardaman 0. Pass by Knight going way downfield is going to be almost intercepted there by number 11, Lee Hoskin. 18, Fred Holland was the intended pass receiver. Knight overshot him that particular occasion. And we'll bring up the fourth down situation here. Once again, about 13 or 14 to go for the first. Punting situation for Calhoun City. The ball is marked around the 48 or 49 yard line in Ram territory. .32, Charles Hill checks into the game for the Wildcats.
Will be kicking back to receive the kick to number 1.
Number 1, Mickey Knight to boot it away for the Wildcats. Back to receive for the Rams. Number 22, Thomas Brooks, as well as Jason Culpepper, number 1. Gets the punt away. High hanging spiral. Nice punt here. Number 1, Jason Culpepper on the punt return for Vardaman on the right side. Just lowers his head there to get a couple of extra yards. Works his way out to about the 22 or 23 yard line. And Vardaman once again will start off in a hole deep in their own territory, as they have been so far this evening. First and 10 Rams. They'll be operating from around their own 23 or 24 yard line. 5:02 showing remaining in the quarter now. Vardaman 0, Calhoun City 0. We are coming to you from D.L. Harrison Field in Calhoun City. Season opener for both clubs. Inter-county rivalry. Always makes for good football here in Calhoun County. Number 9, Luke Massey sets his offense for the Rams. Wide out to the near side. High formation in the backfield. Massey drops the throw. Pass is intended for number 22. He's there. He's got it. This is 22, Thomas Brooks. As he fights his way into Wildcat territory. He's going to be down to around the 46-yard line. Now it's catch by Brooks. That ball was slightly underthrown. Brooks come back to make the reception. First and 10, Vardaman from the 46-yard line in the Wildcat territory here. Clock is on the move with 4 minutes and 38 seconds remaining in the first quarter of play. Number 9, Luke Massey breaks huddle and brings the team up to the line of scrimmage. Right out across the way in 22 and on the near side well as in Culpepper. I formation in the backfield, 2-man set. Massey on a quick pass. Pass is batted up in the air and incomplete. Tried a quick look-in pass there to Jason Culpepper. Culpepper could not come up with a reception. They'll bring up a second down, and once again, 10 yards to go. As we mentioned earlier, next Friday evening, which will be September the 13th, these Calhoun City Wildcats will travel to Houston to take on the Hilltoppers. And the Vardaman Rams will take on Thrasher at Carter Field in Vardaman. Second 10 here for Vardaman. Massey. Miss 34 in motion. 34, Chris Horton. Massey taking the ball on the right side himself. Didn't hear a whistle on the play, so he said, hey, I'll just take it for all I can get out of it anyway. We got 2 or 3 flags on the field. It's going to be some backfield in motion there on the part of Vardaman. We'll see what transpires from here. Official discussing Calhoun City's options there with the defensive captain on the field, 44 Bobby Kilgore. 5-yard penalty. Just going to move the ball back into Ram territory. Second down, about 15 yards to go here for the first.
Second down, 15 for the Rams. Ball just over the 50 on the Ram side of the field.
Clock winds down to 4 minutes now remaining in the quarter.
Massey is quarterback.
Luke Massey working with the same set offensively. Drops, wants to throw once again. Pass over the middle is incomplete. Fans across the way want a little interference call there. Number 80, Brad Easley, was intended pass receiver. He's a tight end 168 sophomore. No flags on the field. Bring up a third down, and once again about 15 yards to go for the first. Massey working with the eye in the backfield, drops the throw, airs it out. Pass is going to be intercepted. Number 32, Charles Hill, with the pickoff for the Wildcats. 22, Thomas Brooks, was intended pass receiver. Calhoun City takes over 1st and 10, going the other way here. Much to the pleasure of the home-sending crowd on the near side. I'm sure you can hear. Luke Massey trying several passes this particular series. Went to the well perhaps one time too many. Wildcats coming up with the interception. They have 3 minutes and 40 seconds remaining in the first quarter of play, and the clock is on the move. Mikey Knight sets his offense now. 2 wideouts, one across the way, one to the near side. Split backfield, 2-man set in the backfield. Knight with a keeper on the left side, turns it up. Mikey Knight got some running room. He stumbles down to around the 37-yard line. 35-yard line. 1st and 10, Wildcats from that point. Nice pickup on that carry by Mikey Knight. He's a quarterback junior at 160. 3, Shane Cook checks into the game for the Wildcats with the play as he replaces number 18, Fred Holland. First and 10, Calhoun City. Knight brings his team up using the same set offensively. Man in motion across the line offensively as far as Calhoun City is concerned. Penalty marker now. There'll be 5 yards marched off against the Wildcats here. Now the ball's resting on the 30-yard line in Wildcat territory. A legal procedure against Calhoun City. It'll still be first down, but with 15 yards now to go for another first. We're under 3 minutes remaining. We're in the first quarter of play. Calhoun City 0, Vardaman 0. Knight with the inside give going to number 22. Nowhere to go. 72 with a stop for the Rams. James McDonald. He's a tackle 250, and he's a junior. Nice stop defensively by McDonald. They bring up the second down here. And what looks to be almost 15 yards once again to go for the first. Knight working with the same set offensively. Takes a 4-man defensive front for the Rams. Turns it up himself. Up to around the 34-yard line. Jason Gore with a stop defensively for Vardaman. He's a sophomore at 210. Bring up the third down here. And about 10 or 11 to go for the first. The ball is marked around the 34-yard line as number 3, Shane Cook, checks into the game for the Wildcats, replacing number 12, Jonathan Lee. Head coaches for Vardaman this year are Mark Bray, Clay Dowtry, assistant. Third and about 11 here for Calhoun City. Drops the throw. Knight overshoots the intended receiver, number 18, Fred Holland, a sophomore at 150. Got the pass route crossed up that particular time, I believe. And it will bring up the fourth down. And once again, about 11 yards to go. Punting situation for Calhoun City.
Nice pass to number 18, incomplete. Brings up 4th down and 11.
4th down, about 11. Ball is marked around the 34, 35-yard line in Wildcat territory.
Back to receive.
Mikey Knight set to boot it away for the Wildcats once again. Back to receive for Vardaman. Be number 22, Thomas Brooks, as well as number 1, Jason Culpepper.
Number 5.
Knight, Culpepper gets set to. Ball takes a Calhoun City roll. Rolls down to the 20-yard line where it is downed.
Ball down about the 20-yard line. First down.
Vardaman once again will start off in their own territory, deep in their own territory, around the 20. Clock shows 1 minute and 9 seconds remaining in the first quarter, and we are scoreless. We're going to take a station break. Stick around. You're watching a sports presentation, W07BN, your local sports connection. We'll be right back. Back to action here. 1st and 10, Vardaman operating from their own 20. Massey pitches back to number 10, Anthony Vance, trying to turn a corner. He is dragged down. Nice play defensively by number 2, Marcus Howard. He's a senior at 160. A loss on that carry of about 5 yards. Bring up a 2nd down situation here. And about 15 to go for the first. Number 11 leads the game offensively for the Rams, Lee Hoskin. He's a senior at 145. 2nd down, 15 here. Clock shows 18 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Massey puts a wide out to the near side and the far side. I formation in the backfield. Massey drops the throw. Airs it out. Pass is going to be intercepted once again, I believe. Yes, referee on the spot. Ruling the pass intercepted. Calhoun City being business once again as Massey elected to air it out deep in their own territory and come up dry once again. 1st and 10, Calhoun City from Vardaman territory on the 42 or 43-yard line. No time so remaining in the first quarter, so that'll do it for the first quarter of play. Vardaman 0, Calhoun City 0. Season opener for both schools. We'll be right back. Stay with us. Back to action here. 1st and 10, Calhoun City to begin the second quarter of play. We're operating from the 43-yard line in Vardaman territory. Number 1, Mikey Knight with his signal calling duties this evening for the Cats. Knight with the keeper on the left side, turns it up himself. Got plenty of running room, fumbles the ball. Big pile up there. I believe a Cat defender fell on the ball, however. And they did. Calhoun City will retain possession. Nice pickup on that carry by number 1, Mikey Knight.
Number 54.
1st and 10, Calhoun City from Vardaman territory, about the 32-yard line. If you joined us late, we're just beginning the second quarter of play. Calhoun City 0, Vardaman 0. We're at D.L. Harrison Field in Calhoun City. Wildcats are in possession. 1st and 10 from the 32 of Vardaman. Pull up a chair, sit back, relax, and enjoy. Mikey Knight. Inside give goes to number 2, Marcus Howard, up the middle of the field. Down to around the 27-yard line. I think a 2nd down situation here, and about 5 or 6 to go for the first. Clock is on the move with 11:07 remaining in the first half of play. Number 3, Shane Cook checks into the game offensively, replacing number 12, Jonathan Lee for the Cats. So brings in the play from a near sideline.
Cats driving with 9 quarterback.
Knight with the keeper on the left side. Pitch back goes number 22, trying to turn the corner. Still on his feet, finally dragged down, knocked down around the 22-yard line. first and 10, Calhoun City, operating from Vardaman territory on the 22. Number 22 is Fred Holland. He had been called number 18. 22 is Fred Holland this evening. Been some changes since this program has been printed. Number 2 with that carry, Marcus Howard, a senior at 160 for the Wildcats. Pick up of about 7 yards on the carry, bring up a second down here and about 3 to go for the first. That ball's marked on the 15-yard line. Calhoun City now trying to put together something offensively, as either team has yet to put together a substantial offensive drive in the first quarter. Wildcats trying to do something here to begin the second quarter of play. Clock shows 9.5 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Knight working with the 2 wideouts across the way, one on the near side, split backfield. Howard with the carry on the right side. Fights his way to around the 12-yard line. Stopped by number 5, Randy Armstrong, as well as Anthony Vance. Tyrone Armstrong in there with the stop as well for the Rams. Third down here and about a yard to go for the first. Lee checks into the game for the Wildcats, a senior 150 coming in the flank position with the play from the sideline. Knight puts a wide out across the way, one on the near side, split backfield formation. Checks a 4-man defensive front for the Rams. Knight turns it up himself, and he has his feet taken out from under him. Nice stop there defensively by number 10, Anthony Vance. He's a sophomore at 160. Knight did, however, manage to get enough yardage to justify another first down. It'll be first and 10, Calhoun City. That ball's going to be marked around the 9-yard line in Ram territory. First and goal here for the Wildcats, knocking on the door in the second quarter of play. We are scoreless. Calhoun City 0, Vardaman 0. First and goal here for the Wildcats. Timeout on the field. Charge to Calhoun City. Clock shows 8.5 minutes remaining. We're in the first quarter of play. Calhoun City 0, Vardaman 0. Once again, going over this evening's sponsor list with you. For the Wildcats as well as the Rams, Hawkins Motor Company, Calhoun City Telephone Company, Weeks Big Star in Bruce, Weeks Supermarket in Vardaman, Calhoun Apparel, and Piggly Wiggly, all proud sponsors of this evening's season opener for both schools. We'll return. Stay with us. Back to action here, first and goal for the Wildcats. Mikey Knight with the keeper on the left side. Elects not to pitch back, and he is hammered in there by a host of Ram defenders. Swarming tackle as far as Vardaman is concerned. Bring up a second down here. Once again, goal to go. Pick up maybe a yard on the carry. Clock shows 8 minutes and 12 seconds remaining in the second quarter of play. Second goal here for the Wildcats once again. Knight to give off the right side. Penalty marker down. Going to the end zone. What we have? Touchdown, Wildcats. But we do have a penalty flag on the field. We'll have to wait and see what this was all about. That was 22 on the carry. We've just been informed 22 is Fred Holland. Number 10, Keith Pittman. Number 18 is Marcus Jennings. Penalty will be working against Calhoun City. Much of the fans' approval across the way on the Vardaman stand side. Illegal motion on the part of the Wildcats. Carries with a penalty out the 5-yard variety. It'll still be second down here and goal to go, although the ball will be marked outside the 10-yard line with a penalty infraction. That ball's going to be spotted around the 13-yard line in Vardaman territory. Do have somewhat of a mix-up as far as the players and their number in the program as compared with what they actually are on the field. We'll try to get that straightened out for you momentarily. Official stops play before it ever develops. Timeout call by Calhoun City once again. I believe that's their third timeout here in the first half. So they're out of timeouts in this half. I believe Vardaman has used one, so they'll have 2 remaining. 7:48 remaining in the first quarter of play. When we resume play, the Wildcats will have the ball first and goal from the Vardaman 12 or 13 yard line. Stay with us. We're going to take a station break. We'll be right back. Second goal here for the Wildcats with 7:48 remaining in the second quarter of play. Mikey Knight with inside give number 2, Marcus Howard, trying to find somewhere to go, and he is hammered in there. The host of Ram defenders, he fights his way up to around the 10, maybe the 9. 42, Chris Nolan in with a stop defensively for the Rams. Third and goal here for Calhoun City. Clock is moving with 7:24 remaining in the first half of play. Calhoun City 0, Vardaman 0. 18, who we have just been informed is Marcus Jennings instead of Fred Holland, has checked into the game for the Wildcats. Third and goal here for Calhoun City. Knight wants to throw. Pass is almost picked off there. Number 1, Jason Culpepper almost came down with an interception for the Rams. Bring up the 4th down, and once again goal to go here for Calhoun City as this play stalls after they got ever so close and were penalized there for illegal motion of 5 yards. And nothing good has happened as far as Calhoun City is concerned since that penalty. 4th and goal here for Calhoun City. Field goal attempt coming up here by number 12, Jonathan Lee. Hold by number 1, Mikey Knight. Knight gets a snap down, kick is up. It's long enough. It's true. Number 12, Jonathan Lee comes on to put the first points on the board this evening for the Wildcats. Jonathan Lee is a senior at 150. It's Calhoun City 3, Vardaman 0. It gets that score with 6:53 showing remaining in the first half of play. Chorus look up in the background by the Calhoun City High School Marching Band. It's Calhoun City 3, Vardaman 0. Back to receive for the Rams, number 1, Jason Culpepper, number 22, Thomas Brooks, as well as number 10, Anthony Vance. Vardaman needs very much so to get some good field position established here before the end of the first half of play, as they've worked most of the evening from their own end of the field offensively. 34, C.J. Pulliam teeing the ball up for the Wildcats. Pulliam approaches the ball, and the kick is away. Onside kick. Going to be recovered there around the 31, 32-yard line by a Ram. Number 2, I believe, Tyrone Armstrong with the recovery for Vardaman. And that's where the Rams will set up shop 1st and 10, this time operating from their own 31 or 32-yard line. 34, C.J. Pulliam limping off the field, coming to the near sideline. Something tells me that kick was not intended to be an onside kick. Pulliam pulls up there. Could be a hamstring, something along the leg area. Certainly hope it's not serious. He's being attended to here on the near sideline by assistant coach Mike Ray. 1st and 10, Vardaman. Operating from their own 31-yard line. 6.5 minutes remaining in the first half of play here. Penalty marker down. Massey was set up, wanted to throw once again. A penalty flag's on the field as the official stops the play before it ever really gets developed.
And we have an infraction.
Illegal procedure against the Rams. Carries with the penalty of the 5-yard variety. It'll still be first down, but with 15 yards to go for another first here. That ball's going to be spotted around the 26 or 27-yard line in Vardaman territory.
27-yard line.
5, Randy Armstrong checks into the game offensively for Vardaman with the play from across the way. First and 15 here for the Rams. Number 9, Luke Massey sets a 9 in the backfield, wide out across the way and on the near side. Massey gives to the first man through. Pickup of about 2 or 3 on that carry. Nice play defensively by Calhoun City. 42 with that carry from Vardaman. That was Chris Nolden. He's a sophomore at 210 at the running back position. Official timeout on the field. 5 minutes, 59 seconds remaining until the half. It's Calhoun City 3, Vardaman 0. We'll return in just a minute. Stay with us. You're watching a sports presentation of W07BN, your local sports connection. Back to action here. Vardaman with possession. Second about 11 here for the Rams. Massey wants to throw, overthrown. Intended for number 22, Thomas Brooks. Could not make the reception. Pass was thrown high that particular time. Third and once again 11 here for Vardaman. Incomplete pass stops the clock with 5:55 remaining in the first half of play. Again, it's Calhoun City 3, Vardaman 0. Not much offense being generated by either team so far this evening here in the first half of play. Been all a defensive struggle so far. And the scoreboard reflects that. 3-0 Calhoun City on top. Massey rears back and just lets it go, and it's going to be incomplete. Once again intended for 22, Thomas Brooks. That'll bring up the fourth down, and once again about 11 and a half, 12 yards to go for the first for the Wildcats. For the Rams. Punting situation for Vardaman. They are operating from their own 30-yard line. 5:51 remaining in the first half of play. Massey gets a good snap back, and the kick is away. And down around the 44-yard line. Number 87, Jock Easley. The Wildcats will set up shop first and 10 in relatively good field position once again from their own 44-yard line. 5:41 remaining in the half. Calhoun City 3, Vardaman 0. First and 10, Calhoun City. Number 1, Mikey Knight breaks huddle and brings his team up to the line of scrimmage. Puts a wide out across the way and on the near side. Split backfield formation, 2-man set. Knight with the keeper on the right side, turns it up himself. He is hit and dragged down. Fumble on the play. Have to wait and see who has recovered the fumble here. No indication from the official as of yet. Well, let's have to wait and see. The injured player down for the Wildcats. He's working his way back up. Maybe it's okay. That's Mikey Knight, quarterback. Coach Pope on the field to check out the injury. Penalty marker down across the way. I didn't see the penalty flag thrown, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Face mask call against Vardaman. I believe that carries with an infraction of 15 yards. A major assessment will be marched off against Vardaman here if that is the case. I believe it is. A 15-yard penalty being marched off here against the Rams. That's going to march it back inside the 40 of Vardaman, around the 38-yard line. Automatic first down here for Calhoun City. First and 10 from the round 38. Take a little time for the referees to get that one unsorted, but maybe we're all ready to go again here now. First and 10, Vardaman, 5:19 remaining in the first half of play. Wildcats with possession.
Marcus Jennings, number 18, will be operating at quarterback. 9 on the sideline.
18, Marcus Jennings in with the signal calling chores for the Wildcats now. As number 1, Mikey Knight, is on the near sideline. Shaking up on the previous play. Jennings with a quick give inside to Howard. Fights his way inside the 35 to about the 34-yard line.
Number 73, James O'Bannon.
O'Bannon and Armstrong in on the tackle defensively for the Rams. Second down here and about 6 yards to go for the first. Pickup of maybe 4 yards on the previous carry by Howard. The ball is marked around the 34-yard line in Ram territory. Second about 6 here for Calhoun City. Knight puts a wide out across the way. Mikey Knight back into the game here. Inside give goes to the first man through. I believe that's Marcus Howard. Fights his way into around the 30-yard line. Wildcats starting to move the ball now on the ground on Vardaman. Third here and about a yard and a half to go for the first. Clock winds down to 4:20 remaining in the first half of play.
Gain of some 3 yards. Third down and a long.
And 12, Jonathan Lee leaves the game offensively for the Wildcats.
Third and 2 for the Cats.
Mikey Knight breaks huddle. Split backfield in the backfield. Two-man set. Wide out across the way and on the near side. Knight rolls to his right. Going to keep it and turns it up. And I believe he got the first down. Down to around the 25 or 26-yard line. Nice piece of running by Mikey Knight. Faked the pitch out on the option. Turned it up himself. First and 10, Calhoun City. The ball is marked in Ram territory on the 25 or 26-yard line. First and 10 for Calhoun City. And number 1, Mikey Knight brings his team up to the line of scrimmage.
Give the ball. 22. Holland.
Number 22, Fred Holland, trying to work their way up the field after the handoff. Nothing doing for Holland. Rams all over that one. Number 72, James McDonald in there among other defenders for the Rams with the stop defensively. Second down here and about 8 yards to go for the first.
Lee will check out. Cook in.
3, Shane Cook checks into the game for the Wildcats with the play from a near sideline. Second down, 8 yards to go here for Calhoun City from the 25-yard line. Knight on the roll on the right side. Pitch back goes back to Marcus Howard trying to turn the corner. He fights his way down to around the 20-yard line. Bring up a third down, about 5 yards to go for the first. Pick up of perhaps 4 on the previous carry there by Howard. Third and about 5 here for Calhoun City. Mikey Knight with his signal calling duties. 22, Fred Holland down the field.
Number 10.
Fights his way into around the 10-yard line of Vardaman. Anthony Vance in there with the stop defensively for the Rams. Nice pickup on that carry by number 22, Fred Holland. First and 10 here for Calhoun City. Ball's marked around the 12 or 13-yard line in Ram territory. Calhoun City knocking on the door here late in the second quarter of play. Clock shows 1 minute and 47 seconds remaining, and clock is on the move. We have a little offensive lineman in motion here. Penalty markers all over the field. That carries with a penalty out the 5-yard variety. It'll still be first down with 15 yards here to go for another first.
Ball back at the 17-yard line. First and 15 at the 17.
First and 15 here for the Cats. Knight with the keeper, pitches back to 22. Fred Holland trying to turn the corner, still on his feet to 10. The 5 fumbles the ball out of bounds.
Ball is loose but out of bounds in the possession of Calhoun City Wildcats.
That ball's going to be marked very close to the goal line, around the 1-yard line or less, I would think. That was 22. Fred Holland with a carry coming on the near side. He was hit and fumbled the ball, sailed out of bounds.
Nearly at the goal line.
Wildcats knocking on the door here with a minute and a half remaining in the second quarter of play. First and goal to go here for the Wildcats of Calhoun City. Vardaman Rams backed up against their own end zone here. First and goal for the Cats. Mikey Knight works the same set offensively. Inside give goes to the first man, 30 to make it. Touchdown, Wildcats. Don't know particularly who got the call. The T.D. Scamper. They did manage to get the ball into the end zone. Calhoun City goes out on top 9-0 over the Rams of Vardaman with a minute and 23 seconds remaining in the second quarter of play. Calhoun City didn't need much, and they got very little, but they did manage to get the ball over the goal line to put the 6 on the board. PAT attempt coming up here by Jonathan Lee. Penalty flags down everywhere. Wait and get the official ruling on the penalty here. Legal procedure against Vardaman. So all that means is that Calhoun City will be attempting another extra point coming up here. Wildcat cheerleaders throwing frisbees up into the stands. Causes a wave of excitement among the audience here. Jonathan Lee with the extra point attempt. He gets up and it's true. Jonathan Lee has been good with all his kicks this evening. He got a field goal earlier, and now he comes on attack on the extra point. Calhoun City 10, Vardaman 0. 1:23 remaining in the first half of play, and this crowd is alive. We'll be right back with your kickoff. Stay with us. You're watching a sports presentation, W07BN, your local sports connection. All set for the kickoff here with a minute and 23 seconds remaining in the half. William with the relatively short kick. It's going to be handled there by number 2 for Vardaman. Immediately falls on the ball. That was Tyrone Armstrong. No return on the kick for the Rams. Vardaman will be in business first and 10, operating from around their own 20-yard line. They have a minute and 21 seconds of operating time available here in the first half of play, and they trail Calhoun City by a score of 10-0. Also would like to remind everyone we have another crew on hand over at Bruce this evening as the Trojans are hosting the Blue Devils of Water Valley in a non-divisional contest. It should be a good game over there, barring the rain. Maybe they held the rain off there at Bruce tonight, as we've done here at D.L. Harrison Field in Calhoun City. Luke Massey wants to throw on first down. Pass is batted away. Intended pass receiver, number 11, Lee Hoskin. Number 12, Jonathan Lee in there with the pass deflection defensively. Nice play by Lee. Second 10 once again here for Vardaman from their own 20. We're now under a minute remaining in the half, 57 seconds to be exact. Massey puts the wideouts left and right, I formation in the backfield, penalty marker down. Perhaps a delay of game call. We'll just wait and get the official ruling here momentarily. Illegal procedure call against Calhoun City. Second down here with the 5 yards to go, with the 5-yard penalty being marched off against Calhoun City. The ball's going to be marked just outside the 25 in Ram territory. Second 5 here for Vardaman. Massey with the eye in the backfield. Wideouts left and right. Drops the throw. Airs it out. It's going to overshoot the intended receiver. That's number 22, Thomas Brooks. Massey had a nice spiral and lift on that particular pass, but did overshoot the intended receiver. Bring up the third down, and once again 5 yards to go. Stop the clock with 52 seconds remaining in the half now. Massey sets his offense, wideouts left and right, eye in the backfield. Give goes to the second man through, and he is nailed in there. 42, Chris Nolden with that carry for the Rams. In there with the stop defensively, number 74 for Calhoun City, Philip Morgan, as well as 68, Mikey or Mickey Cannon. Bring up the fourth down. And almost 10 to go for the first. Call it 9.5 to go for the first down. Punting situation for the Rams. Clock is on the move now with 8 seconds remaining. That's going to probably do it for the first half of play. Clock shows 1 tick remaining here in the first half of play. Once again, it's Calhoun City 10, Vardaman 0. Clock shows 1 second remaining in the first half of play. Vardaman with possession of fourth down play and about 12 yards to go for the first. The ball is marked just inside the 20-yard line in Ram territory. Barring penalty, this will be the last play of the first half. Massey drops back in the pocket, wants to throw, airs it out over the middle, pass is incomplete. Intended for 22, Thomas Brooks. Penalty marker across the way. Have to wait and see what the penalty is all about. The half cannot end on a penalty. Number 10 for the Wildcats, indicating that it will be working against Vardaman. Just have to wait and see. Illegal receiver downfield. Penalty is declined, and they'll do it for the first half of play. Calhoun City 10, Vardaman 0. We're at the half. We are coming to you from D.L. Harrison Field in Calhoun City. Season opener for both schools as the Wildcats are hosting the Rams of Vardaman. We're going to have some halftime entertainment coming your way by the Calhoun City High School Marching Band here momentarily. Calhoun City 10, Vardaman 0. Stay with us.
And we want you to be sure and stay with us. We'll be back in just a few moments when we hear a word from our sponsors. And we'll be bringing you the second half, Calhoun City Vardaman football. Stay with us.
All set to begin the second half of play. We begin the second half with the Calhoun City Wildcats in the lead at 10-0 over the cross-county rival Vardaman Rams. Again, this is Mitchell Johnson along with William Morgan. And we are coming to you from D.L. Harrison Field in Calhoun City. It's a season opener for both schools. And games involving other schools in the county tonight, Friday, September the 6th. The Calhoun Academy Cougars are trying to rebound from last Friday's loss as they are hosting Macon Central. And the Bruce Trojans are opening up their season tonight by hosting Water Valley in a non-divisional game. We have a crew on hand over at Bruce covering that contest as well. Rams across the way in the huddle. Calhoun City on the near sideline, huddled up, ready to come onto the field. I believe we'll start the second half of play with the Vardaman Rams kicking off to the Wildcats of Calhoun City, as Calhoun City won the opening game toss and deferred the choice to the second half. So naturally they'll be wanting to receive the second half kick. Neither team having much success as far as getting any offense generated in the first half of play. Calhoun City finally got the ball moving on the ground in the first half. And he managed to put 10 points on the board to Vardaman 0. Vardaman had poor field position much of the first half of play during their offensive series. Perhaps they can turn things around here in the second half and get something going offensively. Back deep to receive the second half kick for the Wildcats will be number 22, Fred Holland, as well as number 2, Marcus Howard.
Chris Nolan kicking for
and number 18, Marcus Jennings.
Fred Holland 22 and Karius Howard.
All set to boot it away with his second half kick for the Rams, number 42, Chris Nolan. He's a sophomore at 210. All set to begin the second half of play. Again, it's Calhoun City 10, Vardaman 0. Nolan approaches the ball. The second half is underway. This will be number 18 on the return, Marcus Jennings for the Wildcats, up to the 20, the 25. Leaps the hurdle, will be tackling up to the 30-yard line. He really got belted there as he is knocked down around the 30-yard line by number 10, Anthony Vance, with a stop for the Rams. And that's where Calhoun City will put the ball in play, 1st and 10, with the first offensive series of the second half of play. They'll be operating from their own 30-yard line.
Now you got to click it on the shoulder. There you go. And I got it back there.
First and 10, Calhoun City. Give goes to the first man through. Fumble on the play. Loose ball. Vardaman has recovered. Number 61 coming up with the fumble recovery. That's Chris Duncan. He's a junior at 225.
Chris Duncan. Duncan recovers the ball. See you later, sweetie. As we start.
But the Rams will be in business, 1st and 10. As Calhoun City turns the ball over in the first possession of the second half of play, Vardaman will have the best field position offensively they've seen this evening, and that ball's going to be resting around the 31 or 32 in Wildcat territory. First and 10, Vardaman. Number 9, Luke Massey puts the wide out across the way and on the near side. Sets a 9 in the backfield. Penalty marker down. Have to wait and see what this one's all about. It'll be offsides, I believe. We'll have to wait and see. Get the official ruling here momentarily. Exciting turn of events here to begin the second half of play. In this inter-county rivalry, a legal procedure call against Vardaman. First down still, but with 15 yards to go for another first here for the Rams. Ball is marked now around the 36-yard line in Wildcat territory. Massey working with the same offensive set, split backfield and fumble on the snap. Luke Massey filling a loose ball there, however. Yard loss on that particular play. Bring up the second down and about 16 now to go for the first.
Second down and about 15 or 16. Ball on the
Rams have been their own worst enemy once they have been able to establish something offensively this evening. They have self-destructed on a couple of occasions, threw a couple of interceptions, had the bad penalty call against them on a couple of times. Rams really need to get on track here, trailing Calhoun City by 10-0 as we begin the second half of play. Clock shows 10 minutes and 26 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Massey puts the wideouts left and right, split backfield. Fumble once again. Massey recovered a fumble, pass over the middle. Pass is incomplete. Penalty marker down. That is going to be some defensive pass interference. Number 22, Thomas Brooks, was intended pass receiver for Vardaman. And he was interfered with, I believe, by 22, Fred Holland for the Wildcats. I'll have to wait and get the official ruling here momentarily. He will be working against Calhoun City. Pass interference.
penalty to be marked off against the Cats. Football now about the 20-yard line.
That ball's going to be marked around the 22 of Calhoun City. The 1st and 10 for Vardaman from that point. Second down and about a yard and a half, 2 yards to go for Vardaman as they were in the hole back after the penalty was called against them, and then the fumble recovery. Second, make it 1st and 10. Chain crew moves sticks across the way. That ball is marked around the 23, make it the 22, 23-yard line. Vardaman with the best field position of the evening for them this evening offensively. Number 10 with the carry, Anthony Vance, is sophomore at 160 for Vardaman. Pick up about 3 yards, bring up a second down here, and about 7 yards to go for the first. We're under 10 minutes remaining in the third quarter of play. Calhoun City 10, Vardaman 0. We are coming to you from D.L. Harrison Field in Calhoun City. I'm Mitchell Johnson along with William Morgan, bringing you the season opener for both schools, Wildcats and the Rams. Massey sets wishbone backfield formation now in the backfield. Give goes to the first man through up the middle. Big hole, nice gain there. That's number 2, Tyrone Armstrong, driving his legs for those extra yards. As far as Vardaman is concerned, enough for the first down. First and goal here, I believe, for the Rams. Looks as though that ball may be marked inside the 10. First and goal to go here for Vardaman. Vardaman knocking on the door here in this third quarter of play. Number 9, Luke Massey, working with the same set offensively. Once again, give off goes to the first man through. Pick up 2 or 3 yards on that carry. Chris Nolan with that carry for the Rams. Number 42 is a running back, sophomore at 210 pounds. Phillip Morgan in there with a stop defensively for the Wildcats.
Second down and goal, the ball about the 8-yard line. 7 yards.
Second goal here for the Rams. Pitch back goes number 10, Anthony Vance, trying to turn the corner. He is hammered in there, nowhere to go. Nice defensive play by number 22, Fred Holland, as well as number 2, Marcus Howard. Big loss on that play for the Rams. That'll bring up the third down situation and goal to go. But that ball's going to be marked way back around the 15-yard line or thereabouts. Third and goal here for Vardaman. Penalty marker down across the way. Before the play ever develops, I have to wait and get the official ruling here momentarily. See what transpires from here. Legal procedure once again against the Rams. As I mentioned earlier, Vardaman has been their worst enemy. Once they seem to be getting something going offensively, they seem to self-destruct with these penalties. They've had their fair share of them this evening. Third and goal for the Rams. Ball is now marked around the 19-yard line in Calhoun City territory. Massey drops, wants to throw, passes away, is complete. Number 22's got it, touchdown, Vardaman. Number 22, Thomas Brooks with a TD reception. He's a senior at 150. The crowd erupts across the way as Vardaman puts their first points on the board this evening. Calhoun City 10, Vardaman 6. Nice patch and catch combination from number 9, Luke Massey, 2, number 22, Thomas Brooks. On to attempt the PAT will be number 42, Chris Nolan, a sophomore at 210.
Nolan will be kicking for the Rams out of the hole.
Hole by number Luke Massey, I believe number 9 perhaps, number 7 perhaps. Tim Skinner had to wait and get the number when we give the opportunity. Penalty marker down. Delay of game call, I'm sure, against Vardaman. That is number 7 with the hole for the Rams, Tim Skinner.
After a 5-yard penalty in the set for delay of game. Too much time, 5 yards against the Rams, delay of game.
So we'll try it all once again, 5 yards deeper this time. Number 7, Tim Skinner with a hole. Number 42, Chris Nolan with the point after touchdown attempt. Line shifts for the Rams. Skinner gets a high snap down. Nolan with the kick's going to be no good. Wide to the right and short. So the score will stand Calhoun City 10, Vardaman 6. 7 minutes, 17 seconds showing remaining in the third quarter of play. Taking a look now at the major universities in the Magnolia State, and where they'll be in action tomorrow, Saturday, September the 7th. The Ole Miss Rebels will face Memphis State in Memphis. The Southern Mississippi Golden Eagles will travel to Pittsburgh to take on the Pitt Panthers. And the Mississippi State Bulldogs will face the Texas Longhorns at Starkville. We'll be right back with your kick. Stay with us. All set to kick it away here. 42, Chris Nolan approaches the ball, and the kick is away.
Will be taken by
Number 34 fielding the ball, C.J. Pulliam for the Wildcats, fighting his way out to around the 31, 32-yard line. Calhoun City will put the ball in play 1st and 10 from that point. 7 minutes, 11 seconds of operating time available in the third quarter. Calhoun City 10, Vardaman 6. Rams finally able to get the ball into the end zone here in the third quarter of play. Failing to convert on the point after touchdown, however, makes it 10-6. Calhoun City with the lead. Give goes to, this is Mickey Knight with the keeper, fighting his way up to around the 40-yard line.
Come out the 41-yard line. We have an injured player for the Rams now.
Injured Ram down on the field. 42, Chris Nolan, a sophomore at 210, injured on the field for Vardaman. Official timeout on the field. As the Ram coaching staff comes onto the field to check out the injury. Head coach Mark Bray, assistant coach Clay Dowtry. William, it's been warm this evening. We've got a nice crowd on hand, and I don't think too many people have left so far. What do you think?
No, it looks like just about everybody's still here. It's like you say, this may be a real good game here in a little bit. The score's not too far apart right now, and no telling what could happen here.
That's exactly right. I'm sure you remember last year over at Carter Field, we covered that game, and Vardaman come out of there with a 2 or 3 point victory, something along that line by the narrowest of margins. And this is shaping up. It could be just exactly that tonight by the time this one's over.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Mitchell. I tell you, it's still kind of warm for football weather, but we hope within the next couple of weeks it cools off just a little bit.
No doubt about it. I wonder how crew's working over there at Bruce tonight. That should be a good contest as well. You know, Water Valley won the state championship in 3A last year, and we were talking earlier, I believe Bruce dropped from 3A to 2A this past year. Is that correct?
That's exactly right, Mitchell. And I tell you, of course, Water Valley, the coach at Water Valley used to be at Bruce, you know, and that'll be exciting just having him back over, I would imagine.
I would think so.
Coach Terry Allen.
We're still time out on the field with the coaches on the field checking out the injury to 42 Chris Nolan for Vardaman. We certainly hope it's not as serious as it appears to be. We're going to have a problem with crickets here tonight. I got one on my knee, one on my shoe, and we got them everywhere here tonight. I've seen a bunch of frogs, you know, everywhere. I don't know if it's the weather or whatever, but now we've got crickets bothering us here tonight. At least we don't have the bug problem like we've had a few years over here in the Bruce and Vardaman and what have you.
Yeah, that's right. Bugs are not quite as bad as they were a few times. That's right, Mitchell.
Maybe with cooler weather coming in, too, that'll decrease all the insects. We're going to take a station break. Stay with us. We'll be right back. .42 making his way out the field for the Rams, Chris Nolan, under some assistance by the coaching staff. Gets a nice round of applause across the way. Maybe he's okay, shaking up on the previous play. Well, we have the opportunity. I'd like to say a special hello to Deidre and Aaron, and Megan as well. Second down here and about a yard to go for the first for Calhoun City. Give goes to number 22, Fred Holland. First down carry. Moves the ball to around the 44-yard line in Wildcat territory. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats from that point. Number 33 leads the game offensively, Derek Varnado. a sophomore at 150 for the Wildcats. 1st and 10, Calhoun City from their own 44, 43, 44-yard line. 18, Marcus Jennings with his signal calling duties for the Cats. Turns it up himself, and he is hammered in there. 2, Tyrone Armstrong in there, among other defenders for the Rams. Jennings really took a belt that time from Jennings. Bring him a 2nd down here. And what looks to be about 8 or 9 to go for the first. Ball is directly on the 45-yard line in Calhoun City territory. Jennings with the keeper on the left side, turned the corner down the field. It's on his feet, managed to stay in bounds. Jennings finally ran out of bounds in Vardaman territory. Nice piece of running by number 18, Marcus Jennings. Randy Armstrong finally forcing Jennings out of bounds across the way. That ball's going to be marked around the 37-yard line of Vardaman. 1st and 10, Calhoun City from that point. We're in the 3rd quarter of play. Clock shows 5 minutes and 27 seconds remaining. Calhoun City 10, Vardaman 6.
First down, Cats, 38-yard line.
18, Marcus Jennings now with the signal calling duties for Calhoun City. Mix up in the backfield. Handoff goes to the second man through. Nothing doing there. 54 in there, among others, Jason Gore with the stop for the Rams. 61 as well, that's Chris Duncan, a junior at 225. Bring up the 2nd down and about 10.5 now to go for the first. Loss of about a half a yard on the previous carry.
Second down to the left. With Jennings operating at quarterback. The ball on the 38.5-yard line.
Marcus Jennings sets his offense here. Still with the ball, pitch back goes to number 10, trying to find somewhere to go. He is hammered in there by a couple of Ram defenders. Number 11 in there with the stop, among others, Lee Hoskin, as well as number 72, James McDonald. 61 in there as well, Chris Duncan. Duncan very busy this evening defensively for the Rams. 3rd down here, lost once again on that play. 3rd down, about 12 or 13 now to go for the first. That ball is marked around the 41-yard line in Vardaman territory. 3, Shane Cook checks into the game for the Wildcats with the play from the near sideline.
3rd and a long 13 for the Wildcats.
Clock winds down to 4:06 remaining in the 3rd quarter of play. Jennings with the keeper tries to turn it up, and he is dragged down from behind. Nice play defensively by number 71 once again. Chris Hames in there with the stop. 4th and long here for the Wildcats. They'll be operating from Vardaman territory about the 43-yard line.
As drive, stall, on the 43 or 42-yard line. Knight back in for punting, short.
Mikey Knight set to boot it away for the Wildcats. Back to receive from Vardaman, number 22, Thomas Brooks, as well as number 1, Jason Culpepper. Timeout on the field called by Calhoun City. 3 minutes, 21 seconds showing remaining in the 3rd quarter of play. Calhoun City 10, Vardaman 6. Going over a list of sponsors sponsoring this evening's season opener for both schools. Hawkins Motor Company, Calhoun City Telephone Company, Weeks Big Star in Bruce, Weeks Supermarket in Vardaman, Calhoun Apparel, and Piggly Wiggly, all proud sponsors of Wildcat and Ram football this season. We're going to cut you to a station break. Stay with us. You're watching a sports presentation, W07BN, your local sports connection. We'll be right back. Back to action here. Calhoun City in punt formation. 4th down and 15. They are operating from Ram territory at about the 42-yard line. Knight back to boot it away for the Cats. Gets a good snap back and the kick is away. End over ender. Fumble on the play.
Fumble, but recovered on the 20 and 21-yard line by Culpepper.
Number 1, Jason Culpepper coming up with the fumble recovery for the Rams. 1st and 10 Vardaman from around their own 21 or 22-yard line. Rams have started every drive seemingly this evening from deep in their own territory, with the exception of one time, I believe. They have managed to get to 6 points on the board. They trail Calhoun City by a score of 10-6. They have 3 minutes and 12 seconds remaining to be played in the third quarter of play.
Massey with the Rams at the line of scrimmage, 21-yard line. First down.
Luke Massey puts eye in the backfield, wide out left, wide out right. Penalty marker down across the way before the play ever develops. We'll have to just wait and get the official ruling here.
Apparently it's against the Rams. And we have a
Illegal procedure once again called against Vardaman. 5-yard infraction. 1st and 15. From their own 15 or 16-yard line, make it the 16 or 17.
ball placed down at this point.
Even 3 minutes remain to be played in the third quarter.
Nolan is back in the game. Good to see Nolan back in the game after having been injured. Nolan advanced in the backfield with Massey quarterback.
Luke Massey sets his offense, working with the same set offensively. Little movement, I believe, of the defense this time. We'll have to wait and see. Defensive lineman pointing across the way. He said he was drawn offside. We'll have to wait and get the official ruling here. Illegal procedure once again against Vardaman. That lineman was right as far as Calhoun City is concerned. Another 5 yards marched off against Vardaman. Rams going in the wrong direction here.
5 yards. Stepped off.
Through all this, it'll still be first down, but with 20 yards to go for another first here.
First and 20.
That ball is now marked around the 11 or 12-yard line. Vardaman backing themselves up deep in their own territory once again. Massey puts wide out left, wide out right, eye in the backfield. Massey with the gift to the second man through.
Breaks out.
That was number 10 on that carry. That was Anthony Vance.
Number 12, Lee on the stop.
Bring up the second down and about 12 yards to go for the first.
He marked down again.
Gave about 8 yards on the carry.
Second down and 13. Vance with the ball. Moved it up to 7 yards.
Now we're under 2 minutes remaining in the third quarter of play. Again, it's Calhoun City 10, Vardaman 6. Rams in a 2nd and 12 situation, operating from around their own 18-yard line, 18-19, somewhere along that area. Massey rolls to his right, wants to throw. Airs it out way downfield, going for Thomas Brooks. Brooks cannot hang on. Thomas Brooks almost came down there with pass reception, could not get a handle on it, however. Ball squirts out on the field, incomplete. They'll bring up the third down, and once again, 13 to go. That would really got Vardaman out of the hole if 22 Thomas Brooks could have made the reception that time. Luke Massey just laid it up there nicely. Had a nice touch on the ball with the proper lead. Brooks, however, could not come down with the reception. 3rd and 13 here for Vardaman. Massey drops in the pocket to throw. There's that coming this way this time. Trying to go number 1. It's incomplete. Jason Culpepper was the intended pass receiver. Massey once again, it seems as though it looked like it was a pretty good pass. He put it on the money. Just a little to the right of a Culpepper. Culpepper could not come up with the reception, however. 4th and 13 here for Vardaman as the Rams failed to convert for the first down here.
Ball on the 19-yard line. Massey will be kicking, and back to receive will be Hall.
Luke Massey, number 9, back to kick it away for the Rams. Massey gets a good snap back, kick is away, line drive. Number 22, Fred Holland, back to try to retrieve the ball for the Wildcats at the 40, the 45, slips down and around the 48-yard line. Penalty marker down. It's going to be a late hit on the part of Vardaman there. Jason Culpepper couldn't hold up, and he delivered the blow to number 22, Fred Holland. That'll be a penalty of 15 yards being marched off here against Vardaman. So that's going to put the ball in Ram territory. Calhoun City will come out of this one smelling like a rose. They'll start this drive in good field position from Vardaman territory. Again, that was 22, Fred Holland on the punt return for the Wildcats. He really got his bell rung there by number 1, Jason Culpepper. Resulted in a personal foul call against Vardaman, clipping call against Calhoun City as well. Offsetting penalties, I believe. Officials trying to sort this one out on the field. Did not see the clip as far as Calhoun City is concerned, but evidently it took place. Official calling clipping call against Calhoun City. He's got the offensive and defensive captains for each team on the field discussing each team's options here. Clock shows a minute and 22 seconds remaining. We're in the third quarter of play. Calhoun City 10, Vardaman 6. While we have the opportunity, on a personal note, I would like to say that tomorrow being the opening day of dove season, please be careful out there. Make sure of your shot. Let's try to keep the accidents to a minimum here in Calhoun County. And good luck to everyone. We're going to take a break. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Yardage being marked off here against Calhoun City. Out some 15 yards. Clipping call against the Wildcats. 15 one way. Now 15 marks the other way against Vardaman. As we mentioned earlier, offsetting penalties. Clipping call against Calhoun City, personal foul, unsportsmanlike conduct against Vardaman. Took the officials a long time to unsort something that most of the fans in the stands were already quite aware of, offsetting penalties. 15 one way and 15 right back the other way.
That's a good question. I don't know.
It'll be 1st and 10, Calhoun City. They'll be operating from their own 48-yard line. Mikey Knight with his signal calling duties now for Calhoun City as he's back into the game, shaking up previously in the contest.
First down on the 48-yard line.
Knight hands off to the first man through on the left side, number 10 with that carry.
And the ball carrier is number
Keith
10,
Pittman.
Knocked down by number
Pickup of about a couple of yards, 2 or 3, bring up a second down here, and about 7 or 8 to go for the first. Ball is moved now into Vardaman territory around the 49-yard line, 49 to 50. We have under a minute remaining in the third quarter of play. Clock winds down to 50 seconds remaining. Mikey Knight working with the same set offensively. Keeper on the left side tries to find somewhere to go. Gets down to around the 46-yard line.
picks up about 3 yards or so on the play. A 4.
Third down here coming up, and about 4 yards to go for the first.
Number 87, Jock Easley.
Clock is on the move now with 15 seconds remaining in the quarter.
Knight moves the ball down to the
That's going to do it for the third quarter of play. As we hear a chorus struck up in the background by the Calhoun City High School Marching Band. Calhoun City 10, Vardaman 6. We're at D.L. Harrison Field in Calhoun City. We'll return. Stay with us. All set to begin a fourth and final quarter of play. We begin the fourth quarter with the Wildcats in possession, operating from the 46-yard line of Vardaman. Calhoun City 10, Vardaman 6, as we begin the fourth and final quarter. Mikey Knight, inside give, fumbled on the play. 22, Fred Holland alertly falls on the fumble. There'll be a loss on that mix-up. Bring up the fourth down here, and about 6 or 7 to go for the first. Ball is marked around the 48-yard line in Vardaman territory. Back to put it away for the Wildcats will be number 1, Mikey Knight. Back to receive for the Rams, Jason Culpepper, as well as 22, Thomas Brooks. Relatively short kick. Does take some Wildcat rolls here. Ball is going to be down around the 14, so Vardaman will start once again deep in their own territory, as they have done all evening this evening.
You are going to get bargains tonight. Hot dogs for 50 cents, hamburgers $1.25.
First and 10, Vardaman.
While they last. Go by the concession stand now or after the game.
Inside the 15, their own 15.
And hot dogs 50 cents.
Penalty marker on the field. Have to wait and see what this one's all about. Officials discussing something with a Wildcat player, so perhaps this might be working against Vardaman. I'm not sure.
Well, penalty on the play. 10 yards on that play.
Still awaiting
Well, penalty on the play, and we're marking off.
still awaiting official indication from the referee. 15-yard infraction being marched off against Vardaman here.
We had an eligible player participating. 2 men on the field.
Too many men on the field, I believe, called against Vardaman.
Vardaman guilty of having more players on the field than permitted.
So Calhoun City be in business once again offensively. They'll be operating from the 34-yard line of Vardaman. First and 10, Wildcats. Number 1, Mikey Knight, setting his offense here. Works with the wishbone in the backfield. No wideouts. Knight with a give to 22, Howard on the right side. Number 22, Fred Holland with that carry for the Wildcats. Fights his way down to around close to the 30-yard line.
Nolan playing a very good defensive game tonight.
It's going to bring up the second down situation here. And it looks to be about 7 yards to go for the first. Ball is spotted just outside the 30, around the 31-yard line in Ram territory. 18, Marcus Jennings checks into the game for the Wildcats. Brings into play from a near sideline. Clock shows 10 minutes and 15 seconds remaining. We're in the fourth quarter of play. Calhoun City 10, Vardaman 6. Knight working with the same set offensively. Checks a four-man defensive front for the Rams. Mixed up in the backfield. Knight tries to make something out of nothing.
With 54 goer on the stop.
That ball's going to be down to around the 31-yard line.
Brings up third down.
Third and 7 here for the Cats. Under 10 minutes remaining now in the ball game.
Third and 6 for the Cats.
Knight drops the throw, airs it out over the middle. Pass is going to be Intercepted. Number 22, Thomas Brooks with the pickoff for the Rams, coming across this way now, trying to find a block downfield. Brooks still on his feet at the 25, fights his way up to the 30, and he is pushed out of bounds. Fred Holland with the tackle on the play. Number 22, Thomas Brooks with the interception and the return of the INT. That ball's going to be marked around the 27-yard line in Vardaman territory, where the Rams will take over 1st and 10 from that point. Vardaman with possession here with 8:59 remaining in the 4th quarter. Calhoun City 10, Vardaman 6. Luke Massey with his signal calling duties for the Rams. Eye in the backfield, wideouts left and right. Massey with the give to the second man through off the left side. A penalty marker down across the way. Number 10, Anthony Vance with that carry for the Rams. Vance is a running back, sophomore at 160. Have to wait and see what the penalty is all about across the way. Once again, this will be working against Vardaman. Backfield in motion, I believe, will be the call. Illegal motion on part of the Rams.
Yeah, motion on that play. 5-yard penalty will be stepped off back to the
5-yard infraction once again against Vardaman. Be 1st down, and once again 15 to go for another first. William, we've had our fair share of penalties tonight, haven't we?
I believe you're right. I tell you, it's been quite a few.
1st and 15 for Vardaman. Massey working with the same set offensively. Takes a 4-man defensive front for the Wildcats. Massey wants to go long with it, airs it out. One's there, cannot get there. Jason Culpepper could not catch up with the pass. He was the intended pass receiver. He had a step or two on defender. Massey just overshot him that particular occasion. They bring up the 2nd down, and once again 15 to go. Number 9, Luke Massey sets his offense. Massey drops the throw, short drop. He is caught and dragged down. Number 10 in there with the stop for the Wildcats. That's Keith Pittman. Nice play by Pittman. Bring up the 3rd down, and once again about 15 to go for the first. 7:53 remaining now in the 4th and final quarter. Williams Calhoun City 10, Vardaman 6. Number 10, Anthony Vance leaves the game offensively for the Rams across the way.
3rd and 15 with Massey at quarterback, Randy Armstrong, and Nolan in the backfield.
Massey drops the throw, quick pass thrown behind the intended receiver, Randy Armstrong.
Number 5, intended
Ball sails to the field incomplete. It'll bring up 4th down, 15, punting situation for the Rams.
at the 23-yard line.
That ball is spotted around the 23-24 yard line in Vardaman territory. Clock shows 7 minutes and 26 seconds remaining in this game.
There are keys.
Anticipating the punt for the Wildcats, 22 Thomas, check that, 22 Fred Holland back to receive the kick for Calhoun City, as well as number 18 Marcus Jennings. Number 9 Luke Massey all set to kick it away for Vardaman, gets a good snap back and the kick is away. Punt will come to this side, 22 fielding it for the Wildcats. Fred Holland does manage to get the ball into Vardaman territory to about the 45-46 yard line. Calhoun City will put the ball in play from that point, 1st and 10. First and 10, Calhoun City from the 46-yard line of Vardaman. Number 1, Mikey Knight sets his offense. Chill with the ball, turns it up himself, up to around the 44-yard line.
Gain of a couple of yards on the play.
There's 61 in there with a stop for the Rams. That's Chris Duncan. Chris has been busy this evening defensively for Vardaman. Doing a good job there for Vardaman. Chris is a tackle, a junior at 225 pounds, so he'll be around next year for one more year. I'm sure the Rams are proud of that. Second down here, about 8 yards to go. 6:15 now remaining in the contest. Knight working with a split backfield formation, two-man set. Give goes to number 10 on the right side. Got a lot of daylight. Number 10 is still with on his feet down the field. That was Keith Pittman with that carry for Calhoun City. He found a hole. He just blowed through there. Again, that was number 10, Keith Pittman, with the carry for the Wildcats. Around the 26-yard line. First and 10, Calhoun City. Official timeout on the field. Clock shows 6 minutes and 4 seconds remaining in the ball game. Calhoun City 10, Vardaman 6. Second round, we'll be right back. Back to action here. First and 10 for Calhoun City. Knight with a give to number 22. This is Fred Holland. Nowhere to go. 42 with a stop. Chris Nolan, a sophomore, 210 for the Rams. Second down here, about 8 yards to go for Calhoun City. Check it, second about 12 here for Calhoun City. Leaving the game offensively for the Cats, number 12, Jonathan Lee, comes on the near sideline. We're under 5.5 minutes remaining in the contest now. Calhoun City 10, Vardaman 6. Knight drops the throw, short drop. Pass going number 18, he's got it. This is Marcus Jennings with the reception. All the way down to around the 5-yard line of Vardaman. Now it's catch by 18. Marcus Jennings had turned around to make the catch. And this crowd erupts on the near side. I'm sure you'll be able to hear here. Calhoun City knocking on the door here. Be first and goal here for Calhoun City. One Mikey Knight checks into the game, back into the game to get his offense ungear here.
First down for the Cats and goal.
Split backfield formation, two-man set, wide out left and right. Knight with the keeper on the right side, got a hole. Carries it to inside the 5 of Vardaman. Once again, that was Chris Duncan with a stop defensively for the Rams. Number 3, Shane Cook checks into the game for the Cats. So it brings in the play from a near sideline. 4:33 remaining in the ball game. Wildcats knocking on the door here in the fourth quarter. Knight with the keeper tries to turn it up, tries to make it to the goal line. He stopped shy of the goal line, I believe. A host of Ram defenders. 61 Chris Duncan in there among other defenders for the Rams. Third and goal to go here for the Wildcats. Ball is inside the 1 of Vardaman. Under a minute now remaining in the ball game. Under 4 minutes remaining in the ball game. Inside give is in there. Touchdown, Wildcats. Number 22, Fred Holland with the carry, put the ball in the end zone for the Wildcats. With 6 more points on the board, it makes it Calhoun City 16, Vardaman 6. 3:42 now remaining in the ball game. Extra point attempt coming up here by number 12, Jonathan Lee. Hold by number 1, Mackie Knight. Hold is down, kick is up, and it is no good, wide to the left. So the score will stand. Calhoun City 16, Vardaman 6 will return. Stay with us. For the Rams, number 1, Jason Culpepper, as well as number 22, Thomas Brooks.
Kicking will be Pulliam.
Number 12, Jonathan Lee, kicking the ball away for the Wildcats. Fumble on the kick. This will be number 1 on the return, Jason Culpepper for the Rams, trying to find somewhere to go. Spinning, twisting, turning, finally hit down around the 35-yard line of Vardaman.
Ball placed down across the 35.
So they'll start this drive 1st and 10 from their own 35. Clock is becoming very much a factor now. We are in the 4th quarter. 3 minutes, 33 seconds remain to be played. Vardaman trails Calhoun City by 10. Rams put their offensive unit on the field. Calhoun City defense in their huddle now. Once again, the head coach for Vardaman, of course, Mark Bray. Assistant coach Clay Dowtry. Coaches for Calhoun City, head coach Rudy Pope. Assistant coach Mike Ray. 1st and 10 Rams. Massey drops the throw. Airs it out over the middle. Pass is going to be almost picked off there by number 18, Marcus Jennings. Nice play defensively by Jennings. 22, Thomas Brooks was intended pass receiver for Vardaman. Jennings is pulling up a little lame there. Maybe he's okay. He's hopping. As warm as this temperature is this evening, but I'm surprised we haven't seen more muscle cramp injuries than we have. We've seen them in the past when the weather's this hot. 3:15 short remaining in the game now. Incomplete pass stopped the clock. The ball is marked around the 35, 36-yard line in Vardaman territory. 2nd and 10 Vardaman. Massey rolls to his right, passes away, it's incomplete. Intended for number 1, Jason Culpepper. Culpepper could not come down with the reception. They'll bring up a 3rd and 10 here for Vardaman. Rams have aired it out on several occasions this evening. Haven't been able to put many completions together.
Wildcats play in Houston next week.
3rd and 10 here for the Rams.
Massey the quarterback.
Massey with a long setback in the backfield. Drops in the pocket to throw, airs it out. Pass is complete this time. 22, Thomas Brooks. Fights his way to the 50, still on his feet. Finally hit down there. Forward progress should carry him to about the 50-yard line. Let's see where the official's going to spot it. They're going to spot it back around the 49. Thought Brooks did get up over the 50. I know he did. Had a good angle sitting right here on the 50. However, the officials didn't see it that way. They spot it back on the 49. It'll be 1st and 10 Vardaman in any event from their own 49-yard line. Under 3 minutes remaining in the game now. Massey working with the eye in the backfield. Wide outs left and right. Massey drops back way back in the pocket to throw. Screen pass going out to number 5, Randy Armstrong. Armstrong got some daylight down the field. Armstrong down the far sideline. He may go. Randy Armstrong. Touchdown saving tackle. Got a flag on the field. Hold your horses. This is probably going to be called back here. Nice run after the catch by number 5, Randy Armstrong. And to wait and get the official ruling here momentarily. Clipping call against Vardaman, so that's going to bring it back. Bad break here for the Rams after the nice run after the catch by number 5, Randy Armstrong. Clock is stopped with 2:29 remaining in the contest. Ball's going to be marked back around the 45-yard line.
Brings up first and 15.
First and 15 for Vardaman. Massey working with the same set offensively. Wants to throw. In trouble. Hit and dragged down. In on the stop defensively for the Wildcats, number 73, Jason Chandler. Chandler is a tackle, junior at 240. As well as 68, Mickey Cannon. He's a junior, 175. Second down here. What looks to be about 18 to 20 yards to go for the first. Ball is marked around the 40-yard line. Check that, make it the 38-yard line in Vardaman territory.
Second down about 20.
Massey once again wants to go up top with it. Pass is complete and dropped. Thomas Brooks had it in his hands momentarily, could not come up with a reception. Ball falls to the field incomplete. Bring up a third down, and once again 20 yards to go. Stops the clock with 1:51 showing remaining in the game now. Calhoun City 16, Vardaman 6. Once again, as far as both these schools are concerned, next Friday night, September the 13th, these Calhoun City Wildcats will travel to Houston to take on the Hilltoppers, and the Vardaman Rams will take on Thrasher at Carter Field in Vardaman. Third and 20 here for the Rams. Massey once again wants to throw, passes away, it's complete to Brooks. Official ruled that he made the catch and was immediately down there around the 44-yard line. Fourth down coming up here, and what looks to be about 15 yards to go for the first. Vardaman operating from their own 44. Rams select to go for it here in the fourth quarter with nothing to lose, down by 10. Massey wants to air it out once again and screens it out to number 5, Randy Armstrong. Nothing doing there for Armstrong. Nice defensive play by number 10, Keith Pittman for Calhoun City. That'll turn the ball back over to the Wildcats here. 1:11 now remaining in the ball game. Clock is once again on the move now with the minute and 7 seconds remaining. Wildcats in no big hurry here to get to the line of scrimmage. Calhoun City 16, Vardaman 6. Official stops play. Timeout called by Vardaman. 1:03 showing remaining in the contest now. So the Wildcats of Calhoun City will open up the season with a big win. Rams will try to regroup and get it together next week against Thrasher there at Carter Field in Vardaman. We're going to take a station break. Stick around. You're watching a sports presentation, W07BN, your local sports connection. We'll be back with your conclusion. Stay with us. Back to action here with 1:03 remaining in the contest. Calhoun City with possession. Inside give goes to the first man, threw off right tackle down to around the 35-yard line. Bring up a second down here and about 7 yards to go for the first. Calhoun City 16, Vardaman 6. The clock winds down now to 40 seconds remaining in the ball game. Knight brings his offense up, split backfield formation, wide out to the near side this time. Going to be defensive lineman offsides there on the part of the Rams. 5-yard infraction. Still be second down here, but what looks to be about maybe a yard to go for the first. Yard and a half. The ball's going to be spotted on the 30 in Vardaman territory. Clock is on the move now with 20 seconds remaining in the contest. So barring penalty, this probably will be the last play of the ball game. Very likely. Clock winds down. We're at 10 now. Knight takes a look back at the clock. Takes the ball and goes down on one knee. The crowd is counting it down. It's all over. The Calhoun City Wildcats have defeated the Vardaman Rams by a score of 16-6 here at D.L. Harrison Field in Calhoun City. Once again, sponsors this evening sponsoring the Wildcats and the Rams have been Hawkins Motor Company, Calhoun City Telephone Company, Weeks Big Star in Bruce, Weeks Supermarket in Vardaman, Calhoun Apparel, and Piggly Wiggly. Final score once again, Calhoun City 16, Vardaman 6. For William Morgan, this is Mitchell Johnson saying so long from D.L. Harrison Field in Calhoun City.